12-19, resolution authorizing a supplemental appropriation and a transfer of funds from the Certificate of Title Administration Fund to the General Fund.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good to see you all. I'm Maryellen O'Shaughnessy, Franklin County Clerk of Courts, and with me today is our Director of Auto Title, Kenneth Skeeton.
Good morning, Commissioners.
And we come carrying glad tidings in this holiday season. We are transferring $3 million from our Auto Title Fund back to you for you to provide essential services to the people of Franklin County. It's a tremendously good story to tell, and I want to say that I'm thankful for the 74 deputy clerks who work every day in our north, south, east, and west locations, issuing auto titles not only to the general public, but to many dealers in Franklin County. It's important to title your county, your car in Franklin County. Why? Because we get to do this. We are now up to $10 million over my 10 years that we've been able to give back to you to help you balance your budget. So it's a good story to tell, and with that, I will punt it to Mr. Kenny Skeeton, who can tell you a little bit more about all the good work that my deputies do in our auto title services. Kenny.
Thank you, Mary Ellen. In our Auto Title Division, we celebrate 3 wins this year. First and foremost, our team. We have a dynamic team of 74 deputy clerks who process upwards of 550,000 titles this year in 2019 with a 99% accuracy rate. Just phenomenal work that they do each and every day. Second, our service, we continue to provide a 4-hour turnaround time for our auto dealers. Customers who use one of our 4 Franklin County locations, they have an average wait time of 12 minutes from the time they check in on our kiosks until the time they reach the front counter to be served. One of the exciting things we're offering as an outreach incentive is we're really reaching out to our local jurisdictions and talking about cross-county titling, which is, if I were to share an opportunity, that's what that would be. The importance of our auto dealers processing titles in Franklin County so we can continue to provide our surplus and our contributions to the Clerk's General Fund. So again, revenue, $3 million, $10 million over the course of the last 10 years is something we're really proud of. But again, just the continued work of our auto title clerks, as well as the partnerships we have across the county, really makes this thing possible. So we're excited to be able to do this and just support the overall county effort of providing essential county services to every resident every day. So we embrace that, and we just thank you for the time that you've allotted for us.
So if Madam President, if my
Sure.
colleagues might indulge me for a moment, as the former Clerk of Courts in Franklin County.
Yes, sir.
Succeeded by this wonderful team here. The scourge of cross-county titling started in 2001 when I became Clerk of Courts. The legislature, in their infinite wisdom and driven by the lobby for the Auto Title Dealers Association, passed cross-county titling in 2000, late 2000, and became effective in 2001, allowing for county or titles or cars to be titled in any county in the state, as opposed to the county where the sale initiated. And so we, as I became Clerk of Courts in 2001, we had to deal with the fact that automobiles could be titled in any county across the state, and that we had surrounding neighbors, in particular Fairfield County and then eventually Delaware County, who were actively stealing titles from Franklin County. And so we worked very, very diligently, as does Clerk OShaughnessy, to make sure that our neighbors in surrounding counties aren't stealing. I mean, they literally set up auto title shops right on the other side of the border of Franklin County, and then sent title runners to our dealerships to pick up titles to then go back across the county border to title them in the other counties. Licking County did as well. Fairfield County, those were the 2 at the time.
Union County.
Egregious. Union County became very bad. Delaware County actively negotiated with our dealers to steal our titles and to take our business away. Then fast forward a number of years, I became a county commissioner, and I realized that unbeknownst to all of us, and even I think our our director of fleet
Fleet,
management, that we would buy many, many vehicles annually, and our dealers were sending our titles across county
Right.
lines, and we didn't. And I just happened to be, as the president of the board the first time, signing our titles, and I said, whoa, wait a minute. We're titling our cars. Franklin County's titling our cars.
Right,
In other counties. And so we put a stop to that. Charlotte Ashcraft, who's in the room, and I, and my colleagues put a stop to that. And so you know, I think you do know this.
We do.
But we know Franklin County no longer titles any of
Right.
our own vehicles in any other county, and
Outside.
that's been going on for 11 years or so.
And we want to thank you for, bringing that to everyone's attention. Because of that effort, we continued outreach, and we're continuing outreach.
Correct.
We go and meet with other municipalities and jurisdictions and talk about the fact that they need to title their fleets in Franklin County, and frankly, most don't know. After we went through the whole thing with Franklin County, we went to the city of Columbus, called my friends at the city of Columbus and said, hey, we need to sit down and talk about auto titling in Franklin County. Oh, we title everything in Franklin County. No, we know
then
because
they realized
we
they
have
did.
tremendous people who do the metrics every day. 17% of the fleet of the city of Columbus was titled in Franklin County. We changed that. And we've been going to each municipality, and we're going to begin with school boards of education to make sure that they know that they need to title in Franklin County, because we are the biggest, but we are the best when it comes to issuing auto titles. But we're also the biggest county providing the most services to the most people in need. And this $10 million over 10 years helps you balance your budget. And that's, and the message is well received.
Well,
So,
and
yeah.
we thank you for being so diligent about that, because that brings tax dollars to our residents in the way of services, and
Right.
thank you for that.
Yeah, we appreciate it, we really do.
Absolutely, thank you.
Back at the
for
time,
that.
to
And
shout out,
yours.
to shout out one other
Yeah.
person, back at the time, State Senator Herschel Craig
Right?
was our customer service director. And
Yes.
Herschel and I went to every dealer in Franklin County,
Yes.
along with Mark Dempsey, our auto title director, and sat with every auto dealer in Franklin County. We
Right.
went and knocked on every door, introduced ourselves to make sure that they understood that they needed to title their cars
Yeah,
in Franklin County.
absolutely.
Made that plea. So
And we-
Herschel, and
Yeah,
everybody's come a long way.
we continue that outreach.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
It's a good story to tell, and we're happy to be able to tell the story here.
And on
so
a
people
personal note, I
understand.
did just purchase a car, so if you see my title coming across your desk, Mr. Ski,
Talk to Kenny.
It will be processed.
you could rush that along, that'd be perfect.
Absolutely.
That'd be perfect.
Madam President, Commissioner Gray, if I could just add to, I think certainly Clerk OShaughnessy is doing an amazing job. Thank you for the work that you do. Really, as a public servant, this is the sort of grind that isn't often seen. The
Right.
work that really happens as the government does. And I know Commissioner Grady knows this well because he was in that role. This is one of those things that if it's bad, everybody knows it and feels
That's
it.
right.
When it's good, you don't think as much about it.
Right.
Think about the experience that it used to be to go get your title and the effort that it was and the work that it was. And today it's seamless and the experience is good and then there's the economic part and the impact
Right.
that you've created with Commissioner Grady too. So thank you for what you represent. Your folks are doing a good job.
All right,
Madam
thank you.
President, Commissioner